Magic penis. Sioux Falls. Idiots. Huge pearl.
This DJ is breaking all the noise.
Oh, okay. It's starting coming in hot. Go. Brand new banger.
What were you saying? There we go. What were you saying?
Oh, my bud wasn't all the way in, so it was all treble. There was no bass. I'm like, what's going on?
That's what she said.
Treble attack.
Is your bud all the way in? Never mind.
She sounds really immature.
Exclusive hot new mix.
Sorry, that's all I have. Episode 122. Having some fun today. Mm-hmm. It's going to be good. If you want that bonus content, you sign up on Patreon. It's patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. The additional content, exclusive merch, all that kind of shit. Thanks to everyone who does support us on there. If you have something you want to see on the show, send that in to heyguys@CanYouDon'Podcast.com. And we were looking through putting episode 122 together. You guys got some petty beefs. We got to freshen it up.
Yeah, we need some new stuff.
We got some in there, but we got fucking 2 years plus something, 2.5 years of shit. So freshen it up. Send that stuff in. Again, that's heyguys@CanYouDon'Podcast.com. Everybody hates somebody for something petty. Okay?
Yeah.
You just got to dig deep.
Ugly Kid Joe wrote a song about
Tom
it.
Petty.
That fucking Jose Canseco.
Hey, everything about you.
Mm-hmm. So send that on in. Reminder, we got that new merch in the store. We'll be adding some other new merch here shortly. But anyone who purchases some Can You Don't merch between now and Halloween.
What is it today? We got like a week or you got to get it.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Got a couple weeks when this feller comes out here. But you have a chance to win a big decision. Either you send something to us and we will sign it and send it back, whatever it is, or you just leave that decision up to us and we'll sign something and send it to you. But anybody who buys some merch has a chance to win that grand prize. So head over to CanYouDon'Podcast.com.
What if it's like a kidney? What if they had a kidney taken out and it's in a jar?
I mean, we'll sign it, but we have to call the cops.
Well, no,
We'll
what
have
if
the
they just got
cops
to
sign
keep their kidney?
No, yeah.
We'll sign the jar.
That's going to be, it's going to be a good explanation and shit like that. If it shows up like in a biohazard package, we'd be like, dude, is it a kidney? Or is it some tonsils?
Or is it like, what's the powder? The Anthrax.
Oh, it's signed my anthrax?
Yeah.
We're like,
Anthrax CD?
They're too small. Like trying to sign some powder.
It never gets back to him because we died.
We died and you won. And you won the game. We got
Don't do that, please.
No, please don't kill us. We got shit to do. We got a big old flong on the show today. So get ready for that thick ass dick. You grab something off the wire.
Yeah.
Off the old Hey Guys.
This was sent in by Bunny.
Okay. No, Bunny. Yeah, she sent in something not too long ago.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She says, every October there's a drawing competition called Inktober that I participate in.
I love the October names.
Anything.
Like, we had Shocktober, Rocktober, Trucktober, Scary Wood.
any sort of a wordplay pun we could do.
Yeah.
They're doing Zachtober over at Scatcast.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Always fun when you're like, let's go check in on what's going on the socials. Like,
There's my face everywhere.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Thank you, though, guys.
It's a Zachathon.
Yep.
Zachathon 2021.
Yeah.
So Inktober, good, good.
That I participate in. Today's word was float, and all I could think about was a hot air balloon. So I drew a pretty cool looking one, and instead of having a wicker basket, it's an actual casket.
Okay.
Hope you enjoy it. P.S. If you're interested, you can find more of my work on my Instagram at macabre.marionette.art.
Okay, and this is good. Like, goddamn, I wish I could draw that good. Look at that.
I mean, that's just a good drawing.
It's just a good drawing. It's a skull. It's got the ropes. It's got some fire, and it's just carrying a casket.
It's like it's a bat on it, the casket, like a
basket,
kind of like a.
You get it?
Yeah,
bat casket.
Bat casket.
Yeah, it's not lost on us.
The casket. It looks like a vampire casket, kind of.
It's morbid. It's my style.
It's very cool.
I love that. Put that on a Moretta shirt. We're coming back, baby.
Actually,
what?
Maybe can we put that on a shirt?
Probably.
Maybe she can get a cut or something.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty cool shirt.
It's a really cool shirt. That's just in time for Halloween.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Thanks, Bunny. Send it. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And I did go and check out some of her other artwork, and yeah, she's fucking good. She knows what she's doing.
At macabre.marionette.art.
Yeah, go check out what
MACABRE.
Go check out what your siblings doing over there on that website. Fire this bitch up.
Hell yeah, brother.
Zach.
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
Fire it up.
Is this one about dicks?
Of course.
Nice. Go ahead.
And it was sent in by our son, Nick.
Nick the Dick?
Yeah, sounds like Dick.
Still got it.
Would you rather have a magic penis?
Yes! And next segment. Zach!
Mine's already magic.
Would you rather have a magic penis? Done.
Mine's are already magic. It disappears at weird times.
Ta-da!
It's an innie.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Spelunk.
Would you rather have a magic penis? At will, you could change its size, thickness, last long, or pop it at command.
Okay.
Any shape.
Whoa.
Could it be like a caterpillar?
Could it be like a balloon animal?
Rib for her pleasure?
Caterpillar? Yeah.
Like, imagine jamming a caterpillar dick in there and just all the little feels.
Ooh, the phalanges?
Yeah.
Fucking around, turning into a butterfly?
That's probably would feel pretty good.
You want the cocoon tonight?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
About to, what do they call
You
it?
had to leave it in for 2 weeks. I don't think I want the cocoon tonight.
You got to follow her to work. She's sitting on your lap in the office.
I mean, cocoon and womb. I mean, there's a joke there. I'm just not going to try hard enough to make it.
Cocoon.
Perfect. Thank you for doing it for me.
Where was I? Last really long pop-up, any command, any shape.
Okay.
And never have a partner truly love you.
Oh.
So you can do all these great things, but you can never have someone truly love you.
I'm just picturing like the saddest clown at a fair. He's like, squeak, 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 squeak. It's like a perfect replica of like the Lincoln Memorial. And then the kid just like, oh. You're like,
Lame.
lame. What else do you want? Oh, what do you want? A sword? Yeah, okay. Here.
Or
I don't like it. Pop it. Fuck. You want a poodle?
Sounds like the guy that we gave all the tip money to in Mexico.
Just trying his best. Like, how about this one? And you're like, dude, we don't have any money. Just phone it in.
Yeah.
Phone it in. No, this hat is way too awesome.
What would phoning it in be for a balloon guy?
Just blowing it up.
Just leaving it like
a dick. Yeah, just the really long cucumber. Would you like a really long cucumber? No, that's all I can do.
There you go.
Here you go. Look, Mom, a really long cucumber. Nice. Like she's yelling at the clown. Nice. And you're all painted up and you just go, give her the sad face. Doing my best.
I love your and then when you stretch
ship it.
All right.
Look, Mom, cucumber. Nice. And you're like, you just look at her. Huggy, huggy. Squirt water in her face with your flower.
Dude, if you could get away with anything if you
As
were
a clown?
Yeah. Well, remember Doink the Clown, the wrestler? You didn't really watch wrestling, did you?
No, but I'm sure he was great.
Yeah. He was a bad clown. He would come out and do bad stuff.
Oh, so I mean, I don't think there's a clown out there doing good stuff, but that's just my opinion on clowns.
You don't
Okay,
think Bozo's a good man?
No, I mean every kid should win.
Come on, Ronald McDonald, he's got a house, man.
And he's got hamburgers.
House
but,
for kids.
well, does he?
I don't know.
Dude, what a horror movie that would be.
We're going to get off track here, but can we talk about how
all these sick kids, and he's like, like jumping down the hallway, the lights are flickering.
Squirting water on the kids that is like
acid?
Yeah. These kids getting chemo. He walks up and he's like,
how about we put the chemo on your skin?
the chemo burns.
Who wants a hamburger? Happy meal, happy meal. I'd watch it. So anyway, you're dating all the cool tricks, but no one actually loves you. Got it.
Right.
Next.
Okay. Or You can have your dream partner, anything you want in a partner.
Okay.
Basically, weird science. You sculpt this person to your liking,
Yep.
and they truly, truly love you forever. But
Okay.
you could never receive an orgasm relating to them or by them. You can fuck, have sex, everything, just can't come.
You asked me this 20 years ago, I'd have a different answer. But right now, I mean, my gut says dream partner that actually loves you, supports you. I mean, great mom to the kids. Out there doing her thing, and you come home and you laugh about how your dick doesn't work or whatever, but they truly, truly love you. Way better than make my dick turn into whatever shape I want. And I get to just fucking come. Ooh. Fuck yeah.
But you could be with whoever, like whatever the person you're with at that time. You'd be like, "What do you want my dick to do?
What do you want my dick to be?" And if she has an answer, like
a giraffe,
also
like a
weird
shape of a giraffe. You're like, all right,
no problem. I've always wanted to fuck a dick shaped like a giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, doesn't that kind of weird you out a little bit too?
I don't know. Maybe she's into some kinky stuff.
Yeah, she might be a
Don't be judging.
little zoo fan. I don't know,
Yeah.
but still, she doesn't get that giraffe dick with anybody else. Like like why?
That's what I mean. You're like,
I would rather be loved than shaping my dick like.
think how many holes you'd be filling. You'd be doing favors all over across the globe.
God, you could go, dude. I'm just picturing. I mean, picturing a reef.
Like a coral reef?
Yeah, and it has like 3 prongs on it, and you're like, "Got one for each whole night, babe."
Mm.
And you're like, "Yeah," and you're like, "Fill all your holes," and then with your reef dick.
Gotcha. So you're like one in the pink, one in the stink, and one in the mouth?
And one in my mouth.
So 4 of them.
And one in my ass.
Mm. Oh, okay. So you need 5.
Dude, it's your fucking magic dick.
Yeah.
I want 2 in my ass and a couple choking my neck.
So you want one.
Dude, I don't care what you want. I got it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but also it's designed, it doesn't need it. Like, you could pull it off. You could still make them come with your dream partner.
Mm.
And I think that's pretty important to me.
I guess.
And then, like, as long as it doesn't involve them, I guess, dude. Fuck, you tell me. Listen, I love making people go as much as the next guy. But like, you could do that. You could have all the sex, make them happy, and everything outside of sex is great, but you just don't come. Then you can just go jerk off.
Yeah, I guess right. I guess
Like, that's
I
just
was
part of
thinking
it.
you couldn't even.
No, you can still come. You just can't have anything to do with it. And you want it to be about them, obviously. But every other facet, you can make them come. Life is great. Love you, support you, happy. Just best of friends. It's like having a best friend. You just go jerk off in the bathroom. Or whatever.
That's true.
That's kind of like being married anyway.
You get it.
Yeah. I didn't even, for some reason, I haven't been ingesting these how I should. I took that as you just can't ever orgasm.
Gotcha.
But I get it now. It's relating exactly to them.
Yes.
So if let's say you're having sex for 10 minutes because you just can't.
You can have sex as long as they want. It can make them the happiest person on the planet.
Yeah, but
with just your normal dick.
But let's say your dick's all big, so you can't. Can you go into the bathroom and just rub one out because you're still kind of jizzing to them because it's.
Well, no, you can't. I mean, come on. Dicks are going to be dicks. That's what my dad used to say. Like, it's just, you're going to have to come. And you're just going to, I don't know, watch some porn, get it out, move on.
No, it's fine.
But you make them happy. Everybody's happy, but your cum just isn't tied to them. And I think that is okay with me. The other way around, just like having a cool trick dick.
Swiss Army cock.
Yes, but they don't actually truly love you.
Swiss Army cock.
Like, you want some scissors, a toothpick. Why are there scissors next to the toothpick? Shut up!
You never know, dude.
You never know when you have to trim your toothpick.
It's saw.
Mm-hmm. Got a saw in there, got a corkscrew. In case you're in the middle of nowhere drinking a bottle of wine, cutting twine.
Hey, if the mood strikes, bring in a bottle of wine.
Yeah, for yourself. Yeah, I mean, magic penis, but also, it doesn't have to just only be tied to sex. It could turn into anything at any time. So you could, like, pick locks with it.
Well, you just be a traveling sideshow too. Like, you can make some good money.
Yeah. Like literally anything anybody needs, your magic dick can turn into it. But it's just the partner doesn't truly love you. You know what? I don't need love at that point.
Yeah.
My dick can be anything.
Right.
And it's not about you're not my worth. This dick's my worth.
Exactly.
Okay. Still picking the person that loves me. Just as I know how important that is in life.
It's way better.
Yeah. You get lonely out there. Anybody need a skeleton key?
You know what? You know what's funny is you see like
Anybody need a Bunsen burner?
a dick
Shut
Bunsen
up!
burner.
Come on. Like you're just homeless, stinky guy on the street with a Bunsen burner dick. Hot spoon. Who needs to warm up some crack?
I didn't bring my dab rig. I got you.
I got you. Do
My
you have a handkerchief? Do I?
my hand dick can do 5 different things.
Yes.
My tentacle dick.
Yes, it could. I mean, it's a sight to see. I'm not denying you that. But I just feel like I want.
Do you need love at that point?
Love. It's hard to tell, but I think that's all I know. You know?
Yeah, it is weird because sometimes I think about that. Like you see people that are just kind of like, yeah, they're single and they're just mingling all over the place. But are they? You see in the movies of the shows, like, but they're never really happy. But the guy that has the family, he's happy. But the grass is always greener. Sometimes you're like, I just want to go out and fuck.
What's the thing I don't have? My dick in everything.
Yeah. So
been there, done that. It's not happy.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, that's speaking of someone from experience.
Gigolo
But
Joe.
I'm also speaking from someone who doesn't have a fucking dick that can turn into anything. So
True.
trying to use
that
my
changed your
imagination.
perspective.
A little bit. I mean, come on. It's a wild ride out there. I'm still picking love.
Imagine that Tinder.
Yeah, I know. Just like pictures of coral reefs. They're like, what the fuck is that? That's my dick.
Whatever you want it to be.
Whatever you want. Tell me something you want. Is that your penis? Just that's not what I said.
Just name anything.
Name anything. She goes, I don't know. Fucking Volkswagen. And then like within 3 seconds, just you standing next to your couch with your pants down with a Volkswagen dick.
Mm-hmm. Like, can she get it and
Take a ride.
and drive it?
Take a ride, baby.
Yeah,
She
saddle
goes,
up.
this is weirding me out, but I'm also pretty wet.
Could be a horse dick, where it's like shaped like a horse.
It
You
could be
saddle up.
anything. I know. It'd be fun for a bit, but
Yeah, I'd probably get old because then everyone would want
Seen
you.
it.
They're like, okay, I need a forklift.
and you're like, you're so tired.
I feel like the military would grab onto your dick.
Yeah, because you got to be with your dick. It's not like
Yeah.
here, use it and bring it back.
Use it and lose
whenever you get. It's like, no, you have to be with it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want a nuclear bomb dick, like you got to be with it.
Being part of a SWAT team.
The
It's your
shield.
last warning. If you don't open up, we're bringing Joe's dick in.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. The door opens right up, and you're just standing there with your pants down. You're like, ooh,
That was
good
cool.
choice.
Yeah, that was close call.
Good choice. And your fucking Bunsen burner dicks.
Like, what were you going to do with a Bunsen burner?
Set your door on fire. Oh, close it, lock it. I got a skeleton key, dick. Fuck, god damn it.
Every time he like throws a couch in front of the door, turn this into a battering
I
ram.
can have a bulldozer dick, dude. Get out of here. God, this guy's unstoppable.
Is there a kryptonite to that?
Yeah, I mean, just lopping it off. Like somebody just chop it off with an axe like we've covered.
Yeah. You still got a little stub though. You could probably just
Turn that into smaller.
as long as you have a urethra. Well, women have a urethra too, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just flip it. A vagina that can turn into anything. Yeah. It's nuts.
I'm going to get a lot of laughs from the ladies right there. Yes, we have urethras. Idiot.
3 holes. All right. Well, I'm picking love. Zach.
guess.
Love.
Love. All right. Whatever. Let's move on. What are you thinking about? Zach!
Hey,
Hey, what's up, babe?
what are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
Meeting somebody new and you're like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Your pants unzip itself and shake their hand.
Does
Yeah. It's like boom, boom, boom.
It
Does
hugs them and
a
everything?
cool trick. And they're like,
whoa,
whoa, you got the job. So this is a thought that my dad had brought up. My dad died. Did you hear about that?
No, sorry about that.
Yeah. So he's dead or whatever, and he used to bring this up a lot growing up. Like, just every now and again, sprinkle it in. And it stuck with me because I think about it too when I'm just out there navigating the globe. I got places to go and I'm driving, and every now and again this thought creeps in, so I figured I'd just bring it to our kids.
Okay.
To see if this is something I'm sure that a lot of people have thought about, but maybe not to an extent of how insane it is that like driving around in cars actually works. And it shouldn't. Like, imagine going down like a two-way, like a highway, right? And you're just everyone's just supposed to stay on their side of the road. And I'm not saying that doesn't always happen. Like, driving is one of the most riskiest things we do as humans that causes death, besides brain cancer. Did I mention that my dad passed away? Mm-hmm. It was from brain cancer. Oh, yeah! So there's a lot of things that kill people, but driving is super risky, but it should be a disaster out there.
Yeah, because the grocery store is a disaster. So
everywhere you go, like you go to your job and you have coworkers and you're a fucking idiot, but you both got there. And then at the end of the day, everyone that you're like, they're fucking dumb, and you do dumb shit too. Mm-hmm. So every now and again, they look at you and like, you're fucking dumb. Mm-hmm. So everyone's like, everyone around's me a fucking idiot. And at the end of the day, everyone gets in their car and for the most part, always makes it home, which is crazy when you realize how fucking stupid people are. Like someone that comes into your lane a little bit, doesn't use a blinker, and you're like, you fucking idiot. It's like, he should be in the sidewalk. He should be inside the furniture store. With how distracted people are. Like, it is nuts.
And they're way more distracted than in the past, too.
Yes, it just gets worse and worse. Because driving down the freeway and everyone's just going, 80? Just like, they're like, stay between the lines. Like, before lane assist existed, before self-driving anything existed, people in their Datsuns were staying between the lines, going 70 if it could mustered up the speed to hit 70, and they're just cruising, and their mind's wandering, and they're just zoned out, and they're just looking down the road. And for some reason, the accident percentage isn't 800 billion times higher than it is right now.
You think about the freeway here, how many people are traveling on that right now, and how many accidents are going to happen today.
I mean, maybe none. None? Have you met people?
I feel like one is going... I would bet my life that there will be one accident today, just because of odds.
It'll be nothing.
Yeah.
It'll be nothing. It'll be like,
but it should be much higher.
Everyone should be dead. When you think about how dumb people are and then how driving is. Like, you're controlling, like that old saying, it's a fucking missile. And you're just driving it around. Yeah, and you're just cruising around like, and you're like, bored. And like, you have a phone holder and you're like, I guess I'll watch a little show. Guess I'll catch up on Stranger Things.
Guess I'll dial in my AM radio and find a show to listen to.
Yeah, little political talk show to fire me up, to zone me out while I drive this missile down the road, and everyone's doing the same shit, eating Chex Mix,
and you
Gatorade.
Might be 16.
Yes, that is another part of it. Is it's not just your age group driving on the roads, and I know things have changed in Idaho now, but I do think back. So picture me, little Joey, and I'm in 8th grade, which is what Pepper is in right now. I look at her and I'm like, no, the last thing you should do is be driving a car. Let's work on you, and then we'll work on the car. Right? But I was that same kid. In 8th grade, I was getting my finger skateboard taken away. And then a month later, I had my driver's license.
Joe,
no, like dropping it a little bit, like no, nothing,
no tech deck in class,
no tech deck, and I'm like, the teacher's like, okay, once I open up to blah blah blah, and I take that second to like all the book noise to be like, I can 5.0 my math book, you'd be like, and then look over, and your friend would be like, sick,
nice, dude.
And he'd be like, Joe, and like shit, and then he'd be like, hey, hand it up, end of class, you can get, and you're like, fuck, so I'm getting my fingerboard taken away.
And then driving home from school.
And like maybe squeezed one pair of boobs and probably messed it up. And then a month later, I'm getting a driver's license. And then all my friends that are getting in my car are wearing Jinkos, which is a huge red flag.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. What responsibility do you have when you pull up and your friends walk out in Jinkos and they're like, we're going to be safe? All right.
You know what's funny about that is I see Jankos or a Janko thing right now because that's kind of coming back, but it's like a trendy Janko. When you wore Jankos when they were originally out, I
don't even know how I pushed the gas pedal.
That kid was a hoodlum.
Yeah, but we made it.
Yeah,
I've never been in any car accidents. I'm damn close. Like one of the first. Oh man, this is a memory that just popped in. It was one of the first because I didn't get my own car when I first got my license. So my brother had a car, and then I had my driver's license, but like still had to ride my bike sometimes.
You were the second kid. You got all the hand-me-downs.
Yeah, I would like drive over, or I'd ride my bike to my friend's house to show my driver's license. Like, cool, dude, sick. And they're like, "Oh, cool. Well, when you drive somewhere,
call me back. Come back when you have a car.
come back when you have a car." I was like, "Yeah, come on, get on my pigs." I just got them sick new pigs put on my mongoose. Hop on. No, it's a 3-piece crank, dude. We'll get to McDonald's in no time. Okay.
You know what's crazy?
And their Jankos get caught in the fucking chain. Never made it to McDonald's.
What's crazy is how many people, grown adults around here, are riding like mongooses around town.
Yeah, DUIs, they'll get you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they're doing the same thing. They're like, dog, just got my license.
Yeah.
So a little different, though, at 14, 15.
Yeah. Then,
opposed to 35, 36. I know things happen.
A lot of mongooses around.
People make mistakes. You still have to get around. But anyway, yeah, just like, it's just a nightmare out there. And we're all somewhat making it pretty well.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't be.
No, it's the idea of like thinking about my kids getting their license and driving around town with other kids their age seems terrifying.
I know. And then thinking about like the crazy thought is when Pepper does get her license, then like she's gonna have to drive Ezra to school, like Paige.
So now you're like,
her
is
license?
my daughter responsible enough to get herself and my son,
my kid, and safely transport them around?
Because one accident and they could be both gone.
I'm aware of that. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, that's kind of what the point I was making.
Yeah, my dad died.
Yeah.
No, like shit happens. But I mean, I pulled it off. Shouldn't have, but did. I mean, they can pull it off, right?
I think so.
They have to.
You're like the starting quarterback, though. Come on.
No, I didn't want to play quarterback.
You
I
were
wanted to play running back.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So dexterous and
because then the other quarterback couldn't throw it. So, what the fuck was the point?
Because they just run the ball. That's
exactly.
Sounds like our team.
Just Joe the ball.
I don't
Give Joe
know.
the ball and watch him run. That's what my friend Josiah used to always say. He's like, what play in the huddle? He's like, what play this time? Give the ball to Joe and watch him run. And they'd be like, yep.
That's what every team did when they had that kid.
Yeah.
We definitely had that kid.
Especially early on. And then I guess didn't care enough. I guess didn't work out. So then we had to do other stuff because give the ball to Joe and watch him run wasn't enough.
Like, do we really have to play these other kids?
Like, damn, this guy's give the ball to Joe and watch him run's not working. We got to give the ball to Matt and watch him run the other way.
We have to make them think that we gave the ball to Joe and then give it to somebody else.
It's not working anymore. They're getting smarter.
I feel like being a good running back makes for a good driver. I don't know why.
A good driver?
I feel like
good
it would
vision.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got good spatial awareness and shit.
I think really what it comes down to, and it's how you, it's your personality. If you see driving as something that you realize is dangerous and you need to be aware, those type of people are going to be fine. There's the people that are just like, they don't think of repercussions. They don't think of anything. It's just like, yeah, I'm just going to drive.
Or they need something else. Like that is a problem with me driving. And I admit if you want to hang out and have a good road trip, then I got to be in the passenger seat. Because if I'm driving, I mean, I'm checking the rear view, I'm checking the side, I'm checking this, I'm checking my hands, I'm checking the other lane. And I just go through the checklist and I'm checking everything. I'm not talking.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking like I'm not gabbing about cool stories. I'm fucking driving this goddamn car. And I'm going to shut down. I'm going into dad mode.
I'm going to get you all here, all where we're going.
I'm going to do my goddamn best.
Yeah.
And when we get there, I'm going to be too tired to have fun.
Tomorrow, I'm going to have a great time.
If I get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
If there's a good chance this trip's going to be 3 days of me having a bad time. But you're going to make it home safe because I'll drive again because I don't want to talk. Listen, I mean, I get it. It feeds itself. But listen.
I don't drive, so I don't have to deal with the kids.
You know what you signed up for.
The Amber always, she rides the passenger, so if the kids need something, she's got to get it for them.
You ever do the reach back slap?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do I?
No. She, the kids, they need something. I've tried sitting there. I just get too annoyed. So I would just rather, I don't even want to drive all the time, but I would rather do that than
raise my kids.
Yeah. Be the person that needs to get my kids what they need. I'm getting them there safe.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
She can feed them.
Almost every guy out there feels the same way. No one's going to be like, what's the seat where I have to care about everything else? Over
yeah, I'll
here?
take that one.
So what's over here? Oh, you just have to drive. Oh, okay. I'll take the drive one.
Yeah, every single time.
Anyway, a miracle that we all, it just works out. It shouldn't, and sometimes it doesn't, but a staggering amount of times we all make it to where we're supposed to go without getting in a car accident, which is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah. I agree, man.
So good for us.
Good on us for...
And then a quick plug for when one self-driving car gets in a car accident, calm the fuck down and don't think that it's terrible. Because you just ignored the other 85,000 that happened in your country that day. They're going to be like, what? Just calm down.
That's what happens with Teslas. Tesla crashes. It's like, whoa, there you go. Or it's like Tesla catches on fire. Oh,
what? There's the problem.
Yeah, dude.
As they're reading it while they're driving their car 70 down the road. Fucking Teslas.
So stupid.
So dumb.
People always tell me, what happens if you get stranded in the road, in traffic? I'll be like,
hasn't happened yet. I'll tell you when it happens.
No, I would be like, it's fine because I'm not moving. I'm not using any battery. The car's idling and using all the gas. They've got the problems.
Nice.
That's where the problem is.
Sounds
fucking idiot. I'm not using any battery. I'm just sitting here.
Probably charging somehow. The whole time you were driving, you were charging.
I think Pornhub requires some battery. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Dude, that'd be sweet.
All right, let's move off to that flong. Zach!
Is it dumb? Is it interesting? Is it cool? Then it's dick.
Boop.
Then it's dick.
Oh. So this story
Tell me about
made
it.
me chuckle. Because art is a weird thing. It's like,
is it? Is this art or is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's who determines what is art.
This is deep, right, guy?
It's funny because It's Always Sunny did an episode about it where it's like anything can be art if the right people say it's art, which is essentially
true
what it is. And it's like, so the Mona Lisa is a great painting, but why is it why is it any better than? It's usually because of the story of the artist who painted it determines whether it's good or not, type of thing.
Decades of training.
The
old school masters went lifetimes training to paint like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at Renaissance art, I took art as a minor in college, and we did all that stuff. And so many of the artists, they're like derivatives of each other, but they're just as good.
Sure.
But maybe you got to be the first. I don't know. It's whatever. It's art is art.
Art is art,
and I don't know what to do about it. That's really
that's the name of your autobiography.
Yeah, art is art, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to tell.
Listen, you tell me.
Like that, the bunnies picture that she drew.
Yeah,
fucking killer.
Love it. But someone else would be like, nope, that's not art.
Exactly. They're like
missed all the shading, idiot.
Like, no, that's what the point was. Is to whatever. So. Yeah. It's all about taste and subjective, so fuck off.
Okay. Speaking of taste.
Yeah. Do you like beer?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
You like art?
All right, beer can artwork accidentally thrown in the bin by staff member at Dutch Museum.
That should be a sign it's not art.
I know. A mechanic working at the Lamb Museum in Liss assumed the artwork entitled "All the Good Times We Spent Together" was rubbish. And in rubbish in the term of like in the Brit or the Europe version, like trash.
Yeah, just a waste of time.
Yeah. Well, no.
If your art
like
is
there's
confused,
rubbish is like, oh, that's rubbish. That's garbage.
It's trash.
But then they actually call trash rubbish, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I think so.
Put rubbish in the bin.
Yeah, rubbish in the bin. Yeah.
It sounds like something you find on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, dude.
You ever done the Alabama rubbish in the bin?
The old rubbish in a bin, yeah.
First.
A Dutch museum has recovered an artwork that looks like 2 empty beer cans after a staff member accidentally threw it in the rubbish bin thinking it was trash.
The word recovered.
Yeah.
Like it was an emergency rescue mission.
They're sifting through the trash.
No, he just goes over there and just opens the lid and he just picks out 2 cans and just puts them back down. And the artist is like, no.
That's a Budweiser. The other one.
Walks over there rearranging the cans, like stepping back and looking at it and be like, nope. God damn it. This is not the vision of a good time. He's like knocking one can over and putting it back up. And if you're not looking at the audio or the video version, it's 1 can of beer straight up and then the other one tipped over next to it.
It kind of and sort of caved in a little bit, like crushed.
Sure. Because that's
dented.
what good times
It's all
look like.
dented.
Yeah.
What kind of beer is that?
Jubiler.
Well, that's the whole.
Jupiter?
That's the whole thing. It's not really beer. I'll show you, or I'll tell
He
you.
made his own beer. That's the art.
There you go. Tell me about it.
A Dutch museum recovered an artwork that looks like 2 empty beer cans after a staff member accidentally threw in the rubbish bin thinking it was trash. The work entitled "All the Good Times We Spent Together" by French artist Alexandre Levy appears at first glance to be 2 discarded and dented beer tins.
It's always when the description of your artwork, when they're like, at first appears to be 2 discarded beer cans. And then that's what it is.
But if you look deeper, is there anything deeper?
With no one with any knowledge of the artwork, they would think it was just 2 cans sitting on the floor. Mm-hmm. And you're like, God damn, like that means you should probably just another profession, maybe move mediums.
Well, here's the thing about art too. Art attracts very pretentious type of personalities too, where it's like, those are beer cans, and then you just get this. Obviously, you don't have any taste or
experience
anything, because that's obviously not 2 beer cans.
That's obviously Alexandre Levant.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It just looks like a couple of beer cans.
It looks like a fucking problem to me.
To an untrained, to a guy that's picking up around the place, that's what it looks like.
Now, if those cans were full and I could drink them, it'd make this whole museum way cooler.
Yeah, I would be enjoying myself.
I might buy something.
A little buzz.
Yeah, I might buy a fucking piece. But right now, I'm just gonna go throw these fucking cans away.
I would have loved it if you would have grabbed it and like stomped on it like the old way, and then just threw them in the
That's
thing.
a good time.
Yeah.
Seems like a great way to launder money. The heavy art. It's like 2 beer cans, $8 million.
$8 million.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, you can get them insured once you get them appraised.
I know. I have a hard time with the art world in a sense that I get it, because I could look at those 2 little beer cans and I'd be like, okay, I got it. Fun. It has emotion to it. It might take me back to sitting down with some buddies, skateboarding, and there's beer cans, and that's how, like, it's just a representation. So I got it. But then also, like, you can't be that pissed when someone throws it away.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 fucking beer cans on the floor in an art museum.
Yeah.
So you got to have a little. I mean, at that point, you can throw them in the trash can and then just push the trash can over there.
The trash is art.
Yeah. And be like, this is just the next sequence in a good time.
This was, it's a progression of the first piece of art.
Of happiness.
Yeah.
The progression of happiness, and just beer cans in a fucking trash can. And if you stay around long enough, you get to watch them get thrown into a recycled fucking garbage truck.
At what point does the person taking out the trash become art too?
Yeah.
Now you get it. And like, you just have a recycle, like a garbage, what they call it, a recycled truck? Doesn't sound right. Is that what it is? Recycle truck. It's a garbage
Recycling truck.
Recycling truck. And then you have a recycling truck driving out to the landfill recycling center with just like a line of limos and Bentleys following it out to watch the completion of the artwork.
Yeah, there's people at the dump waiting. Here comes the truck. Oh,
God, that was a good time.
breathtaking.
God, that was a good time. While they're holding their like masks over their face, it smells like shit in there.
Bees everywhere.
God, this suit's gonna smell like fucking fish and lumber.
Like that, the smell of an old
honey.
tuna can. Like that.
And then you sell your suit. Then you can put your suit up because it smells like, okay, art.
That's art, baby.
That's the fun of it. Anyway, what were you saying?
What was I saying?
I want to learn more about why whatever beer Zach was asking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, however, a closer look shows that they are, in fact, meticulously hand-painted with acrylics and required a lot of time and effort to create, according to the museum. But their artistic value was lost on the mechanic, who saw them displayed in a lift and chucked them in the bin. I love it. That's just how casual he did it too. Just like, it's fucking trash. He's like, Kobe.
He just like smashes it with his hands.
Or at first he walked over and was like, try to get any little bit out of it.
Or picks it up, like looks at the label. He's like, never had it. Like trying to look for the alcohol percentage. He's like, shit sucks.
Yeah.
Throw it in the bin.
Like fucking non-alcoholic beers.
Get it out of my fucking face.
Fruitke Budding, the spokesperson for Land Museum in List, Western Netherlands, told AFP that artworks are often left in unusual places, hence the display in a lift. We try to surprise the visitors all the time, she said. Curator Elijah Van Dangberg returned from a short break and noticed that the cans had vanished. Came back from taking a shit. It's like, wait.
That reminds me, I got a couple beers in the car.
Yeah, fuck. Where'd they go? She recovered them from the bin bag just in the nick of time as they were about to be thrown out. So we almost had the landfill thing.
I gotta say, calling it an artwork sounds weird. Calling it art an artwork is just goofy.
Yeah, that's true.
Tap now.
And I think that what is happening here that we're playing right into is that the fact that the cans were almost thrown out is now going to draw more attention to the art. So this guy unknowingly just gave this piece of art more value.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. People are just going to be leaving trash around the place now.
Art.
Waiting for this guy to throw it in the trash and be like, what are you doing? My fucking cigarette, bro.
Yeah, guy's just sitting there looking at the two cans, like eating a hamburger. He's like, and just takes the wrappers and throws it by the can. What are you doing? A good time. That's happiness right there. A couple beers and a hamburger.
How much do you think that's worth?
He's like, you kid, that's my artwork. He goes, worth more now. Pisses on it. Happiness. Get it?
Happiness.
And he just shakes it off. He goes, yeah, you're welcome. $4,000. Punches a hole in the wall, walks around the corner. Art!
Like going around and like snagging a friggin' used
taking some other picture off the wall and just smashing it next to the beer cans is a happiness good
throwing in the corner. Art.
Oh wow, art was over here and now it's in the corner. Gay.
A used tampon.
Yeah, why not? Just throw it in the corner and fucking call it art. All right, let's move on to our next story. I love a good art story though.
What if you write something on the wall in the blood and then throw the thing down?
Yeah, you're like, this is dumb. Two dumb cans by dumb person. Arrow. Piss on it. Dumb. So this is a really funny story, and I'll tell you why I thought that this was extra funny to me. So terrified woman forced to flee home after stranger breaks in, cleans the floor, and takes out the trash.
Nice.
Yes. So a woman lived in a heightened state of anxiety after a man broke into her home, did some housework, and drank some wine.
What a good dude.
I mean, sure. But I have an angle here. So a UK woman was left confused and shaken after a stranger broke into her house, rearranged items, emptied the trash bins, and even cooked a meal for himself, according to a report. Damien, not even going to fucking try. Did you see this last name?
No. Where?
Right here.
Oh, yeah. Wojnowicz.
What?
Wolnowicz. It's probably the J's probably silent. So it's
Sure.
Damien Wolnowicz.
Damien Wolnowicz.
Wolnowicz.
36 years old, admitted in court back on Thursday that he entered the woman's home back on July 16th in Monmouthshire, Wales, without permission while she was away at work. Upon her return, the victim found several items out of place. This won't do.
Victim seems a little excessive.
Yeah, didn't do anything crazy. Like, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, you fucking slob.
Instead of the victim, it should be like the person that benefited.
The lazy homeowner.
Yeah.
With the woman with a shitty decorated living room and never takes her trash out.
Or the ungrateful. The ungrateful. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. The ungrateful.
Noticed a few household chores have been taken care of, according to BBC. She discovered her laundry hung out to dry.
Stuff she didn't want to do.
Refilled bird feeders. Cleaned floors, groceries put away, the recycling bins emptied, and a note written by Najanlewicz. The message said, "Don't worry, be happy, eat up, and scratch."
Creepy.
That is.
Scratch.
Just leave scratch off. Don't worry, be happy, eat up.
Yeah, that.
And he's like,
weird.
oh, that won't do.
Yeah.
He's tapping the pencil on his, on his mouth. He's like,
it's got to be good.
Well, you got to wrap this up like perfectly.
Got to put a bow on it.
Damien, God, you always do this. You always do this. You know how to start. You don't know how to finish. I got it. And scratch. Excuse me? Like, put it down. Don't worry. Be happy. Eat up and scratch. The unnamed woman also found Julian had consumed items from her kitchen, including a bottle of wine.
I think we're going to, instead of saying unnamed woman, let's just call her the ungrateful woman.
Ungrateful woman also found that Julian I wondered if it was somebody who knew me, if it was going to turn into a stalking incident, if he knew I lived alone, and if I had been targeted. The ungrateful woman said to BBC, "I was too scared. I was too scared to stay in my own home and stayed with a friend."
Let's relax a little bit.
Too clean?
And relax, lady. You're thinking pretty highly of yourself. You think you got a stalker going on.
Yeah. It's like, no, he came in, he's like, this, I would stalk you, but this place is a wreck.
This is gross.
Look at those beer cans over there. What is this, art? According to court documents obtained by the outlet, Wojnowicz was later arrested for another burglary. Mm-hmm. Okay, so maybe she is.
I was waiting for that part.
In that instance, he washed his clothes and consumed the owner's food. So this guy's not all there. But when I first read it, I was thinking, like, this is a man who just got fed up with dating apps. He's like, I'm gonna go show a woman how much I could do for her.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's like, I'll go in here and just take care. She
called the cops on him.
He's dressed like a butler. She walks in, he's like, shing, like takes the top off the dish. Welcome home. With a glass of wine, like sparkling floors. The whole living room's rearranged.
Bird feeder's full.
Yeah, bird feeder's
I mean, that's
full.
awesome.
Yeah, what do you think he was doing? Like, he's scrubbing the dishes? He's like, God, these haven't been cleaned in years. Looks like the kitchen window, and he's like...
It's like little squirrels just looking around for food.
Yeah, there's a bird like hovering, like a bird just like...
Yeah, he looks hungry.
Oh my God. Like takes his apron off.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Hangs up the towel.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Whips the towel over his shoulder. Starts looking around for bird feed. He goes, "It's right here. Why don't you just walk out there?" And Deborah never gets it. This ungrateful woman. And just gets a ladder out. While he's up there, he's like, some weed and feed would really help out this lawn. God damn it. All right. Like, does a perfect way. All the birds come back. Like a mentally ill, like Cinderella.
Goes back inside.
Goes back inside, yeah.
Finishes the job.
He's watching the birds eat, and he goes, "She's going to love this." Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, got a little spot on my. Oh, now I got to wash my clothes. Might as well wash hers too. And the trash isn't out,
dude. How that it's making it sound even more ungrateful.
I know.
Like all this guy did, he did
more than you than any other man.
Yeah,
and you're like, you know what? I want a restraining order. Typical.
Women are like, I just don't know what men want. Like I just want a man.
I can't find a good man.
I want a man who loves me, who will do things without me having to ask them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sick of having to tell my husband to fix this,
feed the bird feeder,
feed that, do all this stuff. I just wish I could find a man. This guy does it, and she calls the cops.
She's like, get the fuck out of my house.
And complains.
And he's like, so.
Ladies, this is why you have magazines.
Can you imagine? Like she walks in like doors like opens up, and he's just standing there, and he's like takes the top off. He goes, dinner is served.
Dinner is served.
Get the fuck out of my house. Okay. He just puts the top back on. He goes, I get why you'd say that. You should know your bird feeders are full.
Yes. You should know your laundry is done and folded and put away.
I did some weed and feed on your lawn. It was atrocious.
I did your taxes. They were
did your taxes. They were past due. It didn't look like you filed an extension. I knew your password because your password was hidden in the closet, where I had to also do a little sprucing up.
I cleaned up a little bit. There's flowers in the bin. It's well, not.
Listen, I'll get out of your hair. He shut the door and he goes, "Oh, I left a scented candle lit in the bedroom. I want to blow that out."
Get out of here!
Okay,
you creep.
Okay. If you need me, I'll be down the street robbing another house.
Yeah. Get out of here! I'm gonna call the cops.
Okay.
Oh, so rude.
Anyway, your eyebrows look like shit. Get out of here!
God, I wish I could find a man to have a man here to protect me from men like that,
who do everything,
who do everything that I would ever want them to do, but I can't realize that they're actually a good person.
All right, let's move off to our next dick, and then we'll do it. I know.
Relax.
If they don't know that by now, like they're 2.5 years into the fucking show,
Yeah,
like, does he actually think
I'm not
that way?
Listen to this show anymore.
Unbelievable.
Sexist piece of shit.
Bad people.
All right, I'll read this one. This one made me laugh. So the world's biggest pearl. A Filipino fisherman slept next to a 100 million...
Wait. Can you say that again?
Yes. The world's biggest...
No. Go back. The first line.
The world's biggest pearl. What else did I fucking read?
Sorry, the Filipino fisherman.
A Filipino fisherman.
You said a Filipino fisherman.
You sure did.
And
well, what is
it was
he?
funny. It just...
Oh, is he a man? Is he a fisherman? Or is he a fisherman? What is he? Is he
fisherman.
Is he two of them? Threesome sex.
He's a fisherman.
A Filipino fisherman slept next to a $100 million treasure for 10 years. God, this is so cute. Picture this.
Look at that artwork. Is that art?
No, it doesn't have beer in it.
The clam would say so.
Picture this. You're a fisherman. Waking up before the sun rises, preparing your boat for another day of work in the tranquil waters of Palawan, Philippines. You spent your life casting nets, hauling in your catch, and making an honest living for the sea. From the sea, not for the sea. That'd be weird. Just catch fish and throw it back in. You're welcome.
I look how much I'm feeding you guys.
Where's my check? See? But one day, while you're checking your lines, you come across something that could change your life forever. Back in 2014, one fisherman's routine fishing trip turned into an extraordinary find. He didn't reel in the largest fish or discover some ancient shipwreck brimming with gold. No, what he found was something far more remarkable. A giant pearl! Whoa. It was in bold. It wasn't in caps, but I felt like I had to.
I need something.
I mean, weighing about 75 pounds. I mean,
that's gnarly.
I like pearls as much as the next guy. That seems like if you brought that for a Christmas gift, like, oh, got one more gift. Bring the box in from the garage for mom. It's 75-pound pearl.
On a red wagon. A wagon.
On a necklace. Put it on. I don't think I shouldn't. Put it on.
Put it on. Come on.
It has like an industrial strength chain. Come here. Give me your head. All right, you got it? Yep. Smash
Face
your
plant.
face into the floor. It's beautiful. You're covering it in blood. Yes, in a turn of events that seemed like a plot out of a comedy film, he had no idea what he had stumbled upon. The larger-than-life pearl didn't go straight to a museum or auction. Instead, it went under the fisherman's bed, where it stayed for 10 long years as a simple good luck charm. Oh, so you get where this is going. Eventually, just continuing on with his life for a decade, and then eventually, like, a friend was like, you should get that. You should take a look at that.
Hey, remember that giant pearl?
I mean, and I don't, like, I've done fishing. I've had friends that have gone to Alaska. If you're from the Northwest, that's not like crazy uncommon to head up and have like a winter job or a summer job fishing in Alaska. I mean, I never did it, but I've heard the horror stories. And then I had a friend that hated it so much. And then he went back.
Good money.
That's it. Like, it was miserable. All he talked about was how fucking terrible it was. And then 9 months later, he goes, anyway, heading back up to Alaska.
Yeah.
And he's 6'7". Like, he was huge. And he's not like, I mean, I love you, buddy. But like, work ethic, not like through the roof. And you're 6'7", sleeping in like fucking boat bunks. And he's talking about how much pain he was in, like almost losing his head when a fucking rope snapped.
Jesus. Like,
you never get to sleep because like something happens and you have to be awake forever because guys yelling at you to make him a bunch of money while you make like okay money. And he was like, dude, it's terrible. Anyway, I'm going to head back. It's like an abusive relationship.
Yeah. He loves me.
She stabbed me in the neck with a fucking what? A steak knife? Yeah. So anyway, I gotta go.
Though.
Anyway, I gotta go pick her up from jail. She needs a ride home. And you're like, okay, well, I'm glad I kept my mouth shut because we've played this game before. But can you imagine like having a little something like that and just pushing a 75-pound pearl under your bed? Like the life of a fisherman is not. It's hard. So this like 10 years
at the very least. Having someone look at it.
Fisherman.
Yeah.
I think I said fisherman. Fisherman. Go ahead, back to you.
I was just going to say, it's like something that crazy, you'd think probably should get it looked at by somebody.
Yeah, it's like a tumor. Like eventually, it's so big, you're like, I should have someone take a peek at
How do you not
know what it is?
Well, I mean, not that they don't know what it is, but see something and go like, God, this feels like something.
But like, so for the visual audience, if you pull it up, Zach! It doesn't look like a pearl. Okay, so it looks like just a fucking a shiny blob.
Plastic
So it's
blob.
not in its normal shape, but it's fucking massive. And it was obviously inside the biggest clam I could possibly imagine.
Yeah, it looks like a fist, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, 75-pound pearl, get the fuck out of here. First of all, your triceps are sick. Your biceps, your triceps, your lats to haul in because it got caught on his anchor. I'm guessing, I don't know. They didn't talk much about his fishing boat. Maybe the anchor was like manual. So, I mean, or not manual, automatic. He's like, brrr, so it pulled it right up.
He's not fighting a animal that's trying to get away from you though. So I guess it's not like a swordfish.
Got another big one.
And you're trying to swim away from you,
Yeah, wear it out.
Yeah.
That's not fighting. Oh, yeah.
It's heavy, but it's not fighting.
It's not fighting. It's a 75-pound shiny rock. I'll just put it under my bed.
What are you going to do with that? I got a spot under my bed.
I don't know. I'm fucking exhausted.
I was probably throw it under my bed. I'll check out tomorrow.
And 10 years later, guy's like, did you ever get that looked at? He goes, dude, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
He goes, once I got it down there, I was like, I'm not getting this thing
I'm not
back
doing that
out.
again.
I'm not doing that. Thing sucks. So heavy and weird shape, so slippery.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. You might want to get that looked at. You could have been retired like 10 years ago.
I know. That's the thing is going through the amount of days you've had to go through doing that when you had $100 million just sitting right there to never have to fucking do shit again.
You have generational wealth underneath your cot.
Yeah, you can just hire everybody else, start your own little fishing fleet if that's your passion, and do that and have so many fishermans.
I would think that someone's in that can't be their passion. Like they want to get
people like it. There's people that love fishing.
I get it.
Like love it. Like that's what they do. That's what they love.
Yes, I know. I'm very aware.
Maybe not commercial fishing.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But also commercial fishing, they love it too.
If you had $100 million.
Cassie's family's in it. That's how I know. But like, you don't like being down at the the bottom level of doing shit, but you start there, you get understanding, then you make enough money, hopefully, you buy another boat, then you hire out, and then you have two
Then
people.
your bubblegum
Then
shrimp.
then you just keep going and hire it out and get a fleet where you get to manage it, but you also get to go down there and be a part of it.
If I had $100 million, I wouldn't be building a fleet of fishermen boats. I can tell you that much.
Because it'd be weird on Moses Lake.
Just catfish and
catfish and mud
and
and
carp.
ski-doo and people on jet skis.
Yeah.
Got another ski-doo.
Shit, another lawsuit. Yeah, no, cut another one. What, catfish or jet skier?
Do I want to lose all my money that I won in a lawsuit or just put it away and be done with it?
I mean, that's your problem for having a fishing fleet on fucking Moses Lake. But on the ocean, they make some damn good money.
Whoever I ask for advice.
Yeah, they got some damn good money.
Yeah.
Out there on the ocean catching stuff. I mean, there's a reason my buddy went back. It's money.
Yeah, it's good money.
Hard work. But if you're not doing that hard work because you already did it, and now you can afford to pay other people to do it to make you some money, why would that not be a good investment?
Because I feel like if you had $100 million, just get out of it.
You are out of it.
No, you're not.
God, dude.
Because it's your passion, you're saying.
No, yeah, we have to go down there and fish.
No, but you got to do something.
You got 1 degree of separation. No, you don't.
You're hiring somebody that's hiring somebody.
Have you ever talked to someone who doesn't have to work for a living? They ever think like, oh, I wish I was grinding again instead of doing whatever the fuck I want?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have $100 million. You don't need to do any of that.
I think we had a miscommunication.
Yeah.
So I'm saying $100 million to have a fishing fleet, to feel like you're in fishing without having to do fishing and still make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
That's what you could do with $100 million.
Still got to put the money up. You can still lose it.
Mm-hmm.
There's still risk involved.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck else are you doing with it? Just blowing it? Or you invest it?
No, you invest it and
in
have
what? Something that's not risky?
The stock market.
No risk there.
There is no risk in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you stay in. Anybody that's ever invested money in the stock market, if you wait long enough, you're never going to lose money. It always goes up.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Always?
Yes.
Every single thing?
Yes. Well, no, you play safe. You put it in ETFs.
Yeah.
Like a S&P 500.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you put money in S&P 500 right now and you come back to me 20 years later, you will have made money.
Or I could put $100 million into a fishing fleet and fucking double it in 5 years.
Yeah, maybe you fish all the fish out and then there's no fish to catch. You put $100 million in a high yield savings account?
Give me 50 years, I'm going to have fucking 105.
No. Making 5%?
Yeah, 5 million.
A month?
Oh, God. All right, let's move on. Let's do the hooray, we're not doomed. Zach, roll it!
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray, we aren't doomed.
Yeah! All right, so I read this headline, and my brain didn't quite connect the dots, and I'm wondering if your guys' can too. Pet lost for 30 years, found alive in owner's attic. My first thing was like, is this dog ears?
Yeah.
Right?
Because that's going to smell.
I was like, that's
if
old.
That's a real dog.
Right. But then I realized that there are other pets.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that in my brain when I first read. I was like, fucking no way. Clickbait headline. As sad as it can be.
Oh, a tortoise.
Yes. But even crazier, dude. This poor fucking turtle. 30 years in a fucking attic.
Because the turtles are like,
yeah.
Like that's
like he's like, and like, wait till you see what he lived in.
Wait, hold on. Imagine like a dog or an animal that's like, hey!
Yeah.
I'm up here! The turtle essentially is yelling, but he's just going,
and their little steps are just like, like a dog would be like
scratching on the wall, freaking out.
Just losing their shit, and the turtle's like, I don't know, this is fun. As sad as it can be to see a sign for a missing pet hanging in the store or on a telephone pole, it is incredibly heartwarming to learn when a fur baby has been reunited with his family. Oftentimes,
it's not a fur baby.
I know, the reunions happen days after the pet went missing, but occasionally it can be weeks or even years later. However, one beloved animal has all of these other reunions beat. The pet was found alive a whopping 30 years after it went missing. As if that weren't crazy enough, it turns out that during those 3 decades, the animal was in the same house as its family, living right above their heads in the attic.
Like, huh? I swear he was right here.
He was. I mean, how
30 years ago he was right here.
And then just like still waking up, being like, fucking kills me.
Not today, huh?
How fast are these motherfucking tortoises?
I always thought that they would win the race because they're steady.
Because they're steady and slow, but right to the attic. It may seem impossible to find any animal to live so long under these conditions, but it's something that the family's pet could do, since it was a tortoise named Manula. Manula
oblongata.
Yeah. When she first disappeared, the family just figured Manuela got out while they were having electrical work done on their house in Rio de Janeiro.
Brazil.
Like, they just got the fuck. They're like, I don't know. She must have got the fuck out of here. It's so funny. They just, where was the turtle to begin with when you're having electrical work and it's just roaming around? This guy's like trying to change a light socket, and his turtle's like,
he's laying on his back, and he just walks up. He's like,
oh, good little turtle. God, you shouldn't be out. He's like kicking the fucking turtle away from your feet. Like, God damn it, Manuela, get the fuck out of here. The family searched for it at the time, but
they're so big too. Well, not all of them, but they can get really big.
They just figured she was gone and moved on with their lives. Aside from occasionally remembering her fondly, they didn't think about Manuela until 30 years later, when the family's patriarch sadly passed away. Around that time, relatives went into the attic to clean out some of his belongings, and that's when they discovered Manuela in an old wooden speaker box.
How did it eat?
Alive and well. Exactly. So they think it ate like larvae, like termite larvae. And then that also was enough to give the water that it needed. And here's some crazy shit, okay? As far as how she survived so long, tortoises can actually go between 6 months and 3 years without food.
That's crazy.
What? I am hungry. God, I'm hungry.
Oh,
2.5 years in.
Oh, boy.
Well, I guess I gotta leave my speaker box.
Oh, look at this larva.
I'm good for another 2 years. Back into my speaker box. Yeah, so termite larva, because there wasn't much food around, she likely got the moisture intake from the young insects as well. The surprises didn't end after finding Manuela either. Following her discovery, the family took her in for a checkup and learned that she was actually male. So Manuel, as she is now known, is still healthy. Although he gets to eat and drink more often these days than he did over the last 30 years. No word on his exact age, but tortoises can live to be 255 years old. Speaker box. Just what a sad life. God, that fucking kills me. Another day in the attic.
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll come up here and look through some stuff.
That's so, it's like 30 years.
30 years!
30 years in the grand scheme of the world is nothing. But when you think about it in like your life, like how long 30 years has been.
Almost all of it.
How old are you? 39?
Yeah.
So when you were 9 years old, if you just were missing in there till right now.
Just went and lived in a speaker box and ate termite larva.
Just like,
today's the day.
God.
Maybe they'll come look for some stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm guessing a lot of that was just day in and day out laying in a speaker box.
Yeah, dude.
Just fucking laying there. And everyone down below is like, ha ha ha! Happy Thanksgiving! And then the turtle closes its eyes, opens it back up, and he's like, Happy Thanksgiving! For 30 years?
All the different pets that they had in 30 years. They had like 3 or 4 dogs, cats, and their original pet has been up in the attic the whole time.
Turtle's up there just critiquing the electrical work.
Looking like...
You didn't do that right.
What if they got another turtle?
Oh.
What I want to know is how often did they get up into the attic?
How the fuck did he get to the attic?
Well, no. How did they not go up to the attic in that span of time?
I mean, they could have. They didn't mention it in the article.
Just didn't check the box.
Who's checking a speaker box for a turtle?
It comes up
20 years later.
Dude, it comes up
what
the
if that
attic,
fucking turtle's in here?
And it's just like it's looking at a little hole. It's like, and the person's like,
Ghost!
What is that noise?
Ghost! Okay, no one go to the attic again. There's a ghost up there.
No, the attic is off limits.
And the turtle's just like, this is so sad.
Shit.
Guess I'll go back The speaker box.
It was so close to being found.
It's wearing a little sheet. Hey.
Yeah.
There's a tiny ghost in the attic. No one go up there. Back to my speaker box.
To just lay.
Just lay 30 years. Well, the good news, he has a whole life ahead of him.
That's true. He has 200 more years to go.
He has 205 years ahead of him. All right, moving off. Zach!
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes! That's awesome!
All right, we're going to stay kind of in the realm of just crazy years passing.
Being forgotten.
Yes, essentially. Woman gets reply about a job application 48 years on.
Must be over the pond. Because no one says 48 years on over here.
It's when I read
BBC.
the first time, I was like, whoever wrote this article just stopped typing the headline. 48 years on. What's that?
What's that?
Yeah, I'll be
print.
Just let me finish up this. All right, hang on.
You know what? I'll just hit submit.
Yeah.
This'll work.
A woman who spent 48 years wondering why an application for her dream job was never answered has finally found out why.
On Tizzy. That's a fun
Tizzy
name.
Hudson, 70, from Gedney Hill in Lincolnshire, could not believe her eyes when she opened the post to discover her original letter applying for a job as a motorcycle stunt rider.
It's fucking awesome.
Sent in January 1976. Had been stuck behind a post office drawer all these years.
That's funny.
So the whole idea that I thought it was like, look what I found of this segment is the person going, look what I found.
Look what I found.
Despite getting lost in the post, the setback did not hamper her daredevil career as she found a job that took her all over the world. And this is what I find most crazy.
Okay.
Describing the letter being returned as amazing, Miss Hawson, I always wondered why I never heard back about the job. Now I know why. Dude, so...
Because you're no good.
Check out her life, though, dude.
Okay.
At top of the letter, a handwritten note that reads, late delivery by Staines Post Office, found behind a drawer. Sick. So I see. Only about 50 years late. Miss Hudson doesn't know who returned the letter or how it even found its way to her. How they found me when I've moved houses 50 odd times and then moved countries 4 or 5 times is a mystery, she said. It means so much to get back to me all this time later. I remember very clearly sitting in my flat in London typing a letter. Can you imagine, like, oh, I'm going to get this job.
God, I can't wait to jump motorcycles for a living.
Every day I looked for my post, but there was nothing there, and I was so disappointed because I really, really wanted to be a stunt rider on a motorcycle. Luckily for Mrs. Hodson, the silence following her application did not put her off from trying for other jobs.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go be an accountant.
Something, yeah.
What else am I good at? I'm good at losing letters. I'll go work at the post office.
Nice. She moved to Africa, worked as a snake handler and horse whisperer, learned to fly, and became an aerobatic pilot and flying instructor.
That's awesome.
Looking back at the letter, she went. Looking back at the letter she sent when she was just starting out, Miss Hudson said, "I was very careful not to let people who were advertising for a stunt rider know that I was female, or that I thought I would have had no chance of even getting an interview," which sucks.
What a time!
I evenly stupidly told him, stupidly. Oh
my god!
Told him that I didn't mind how many bones I might break because I was used to it. Seems incredible to get the letter back after all this time. If I could speak to my younger self, I would tell her to go and do everything I've done. I had such a wonderful time in life, even though I've broken a few bones. What's crazy to me is about how life works out. It's like, what if she would have got this job? The stunt. I mean, maybe it would have been awesome, but what if she, like, 2 stunts in, she dies?
Mm-hmm.
And look at all the stuff that she was able to do because she didn't get that job.
Because a letter slipped through the cracks?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking life. Oof. Yeah, that's wild.
Maybe she gets started in her career and fucking dies.
And or she just gets started and they're like, "You're shit."
Yeah, and she goes,
She goes, "Listen, we'll get you on the motorcycle in a second. We need you at the fucking candy bar. Can you run the snack shack for a bit? And she
then
does
she just
that,
got
gets
stuck.
depressed, goes somewhere else.
Kills herself.
Meet some other guy. Well, I wasn't going to say that. I meet some other guy. Guy's like, you're never riding airplanes. I care about you too much. Has some kids, settles down. None of this ever happens. Then she gets this letter later and she goes, fuck. Then she kills herself.
And then she kills herself.
Zach? There it is. I know, but those little tiny coincidences in life change everything. What are we doing?
There's a picture of her.
Yeah.
In her pilot in her airplane. Look at there's a little owl. What is that? A hawk? It's a hawk.
You never mentioned the hawk.
Yeah, she was a
flying
bird handler.
airplanes with
Remember?
She's a falconer.
She's a falcon. She's a birder.
Falconist.
She's a birder.
The blue-bellied
titty falcon.
Titty fucker.
Airplane titty-breasted fuck red falcon. All right, let's move on.
Stepmom fuck. Titty grab ass fuck.
Let's hear from some of the kids.
Okay.
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
Coming in from our son Caleb. In Nashville, fingertips, complainer, that's sad. You guys were talking about rock bottom at a strip club, and it reminded me of the most depressing thing I've done in my life. There we go. Yep. Caleb, that's how you fucking set it up, dude. You get it. Let me tell you a story. It's Thanksgiving Day 2016, and there's a turtle in our attic.
There I was.
Lost my turtle 25 years ago. The Thanksgiving Day 2016. And I'm single and living alone in beautiful Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Ooh, South Dakota's a good one. South Dakota.
It sounds... Sioux Falls, South Dakota flows so nice.
South Dakota. I had decided to not leave Sioux Falls that year for whatever reason. It's a funny sentence. Nope, staying put.
There I was, deciding whether to leave and chase my dreams.
There I was, not leaving Sioux Falls, and thus was chilling for the holidays. On this particular Thanksgiving Day, my friend, who we will call Amy to protect her identity, her name's probably Amy, but invited me to a local bar that was serving a Thanksgiving buffet. Buffet. You get it.
A Warren buffet.
Thanksgiving boof. Just shoving mashed potatoes and ground turkey in your butthole. I am full. Thanks.
I am stuffed.
Do you guys have
which way?
Cranberry sauce? Anyway, back to the bar. If a Thanksgiving buffet at a towny bar in South Dakota sounds depressing, you're right. It was. But it wasn't depressing enough.
We could make this more depressing.
And as two single people on Thanksgiving, we really wanted to lean into the tragedy of it. This is a good comedy. Mm-hmm. That's when I proposed my idea. Well, he didn't propose. That's good. We go to the Sioux Falls Lone Titty Bar, which doesn't even allow full nudity on Thanksgiving Day. There's a comma, but also like they just cover their titties on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, they have no
gobblers here.
That's right.
We got respect.
Yeah. Shit. We're a classy joint here.
We're crazy? Cover them titties on Thanksgiving Day. What could be more depressing than that? It turns out nothing. When we walked in, the bouncer noticed my military ID in my wallet and offered me a military discount on the cover. I said, but it's only $5, and hustled by. Once inside the dimly lit room, I could see that the C list of strippers were working this night. You ever wondered what the physical embodiment of rode hard and put up wet looks like on a person? Imagine the sort of woman stripping at a titty bar in Sioux Falls on Thanksgiving. To call it tragic is an understatement. You got a little gravy? Listen, lady. Listen, lady, I'm just lucky to be here. Amy and I had 2 drinks and left after 2 dances. I almost read that as 2 decades.
God.
Amy and I left after 2 dances, and the worst lap dance I've ever received. I've never gotten a lap dance where I didn't get hard before that day. And high key ruined lap dances for me. Which, to bring this to a conclusion, is how I hit rock bottom at a titty bar.
Can you imagine getting a
limp
dance
bottom.
and you're like
no
nothing.
thanks.
You're not getting anything out of it. It's so crazy.
Would you like a second helping? No thanks. Nope.
Second helping.
Nope.
Cranberry sauce.
All set. You gonna give me that gravy, big boy?
Oh, yeah.
I am not going to. Pass the gravy. No, thank you. Love the show. Been listening since another oddly familiar show and really enjoy the laughs. Make Brian read this email so I can scream at my car stereo in frustration, please. Sorry, you can scream at it for me.
Yeah, Joe was kind of choppy through there.
No, I wasn't. Get the fuck out of here. You can use my real name. Caleb.
You read that one because I have to read this next one.
Yes. Go ahead. God, that's funny, dude. That is rock bottom. But also, you're never going to forget it. So was it really? There's been better times in your life that you'll never remember. And that's a memory you just shared and made other people laugh. So that's not rock bottom.
Yeah. And there's
you got to go back to the titty bar on a different holiday and
try Christmas this time.
Try Christmas if you want to see sadness.
Easter. Guess where they put the eggs? Ooh.
Woo! Would you like another egg? No, thanks.
This eggnog sucks.
This eggnog. It's not eggnog.
That's not eggnog.
It's not eggnog. And fuck
then
me.
freeze Freeman. All right. Second email is coming from our angry son, Jacob.
Okay.
He is fucking livid.
Irate.
It's Corbino.
Irate was the name of the stripper at the other club.
I rate you as 1.
I rate you as a 1, and I have to go home.
All right. Lieutenant Memes here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Corbino.
Corbino.
Love the show. Loyal listener. Blah, blah, blah. If you read this on the show, you get it.
What?
I don't know.
We're about to get it, I'm sure.
I got a little behind listening, but all caught up now. I was super stoked about hearing my email read on the show about when the Northwest was burning an acreage to football field conversation, whatnot.
Yep, the conversion thing, yep.
Yeah. Then, not only did you misread the information from the initial picture, you didn't even mention the other fucking information to accurately give the mental picture! My voice just cracked.
He is mad.
That's not why I'm here, though. Making small mistakes happens, and I forgive you and always love you, Joe.
Nice.
But fuck you, Brian! Always talking shit. Like, he's got bad punctuation. Oh, run-on sentences. Where's the comma? Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just start a sentence with a conjunction? Manipulate the parallel structure and even and end it with a preposition all at once? This guy, right, Joe?
Got it.
Can you not form a proper paragraph? No, motherfucker! I don't compose a series of emails every day. I'm a chef. The only time I'm even around a computer is to clock in and clock out. I could be braggadocious and regale you about, I've been doing this for 20 years, how I've probably forgot more shit than you even know about the industry. How I can make my family and friends delicious, fine dining quality meals like, good luck even pronouncing these properly, you fuck. Foie gras.
Foie gras.
Foie gras.
Coq de vine.
Yeah. Coq-a-vine. Casio e pepe. Amitriciana. Cassoulet. Bourbouf. Bourguignon. Croquet Monsieur. Now I could torture you with the other hard to pronounce French and Italian dishes, but I'm certain at this point your tongue is a little confused. It's like my call me Uncle Zach says, Boyan, don't be a cunt. I just wanted to get that off my chest. You guys,
You got to do this. Come on.
I just wanted that off my chest to you guys.
No, almost had it. Try again, Brian.
I just wanted to get that off my chest to you guys and how Brian should stop being a big dumb bitch about something as stupid as punctuation. It's English, for fuck's sakes. We have like 30 definitions for the word set, and you want to piss and moan about run-on sentences? If it makes sense, that's all that matters! Anyways, daddies, don't think I stopped. I don't know what that means. Still
listening.
Huh?
Probably listening.
Oh, yeah. Still love you
he
lots
stopped
and
the
lots.
sentence, but yeah.
Hugs and tugs. Check for shoes. Hey, can I get a... Hey, me.
Hey, me.
Can you give him one?
I just did.
Give him a good one.
That's
though.
all he gets.
Okay. Yeah, you fuck. And I guess Boyne can hold his breath and Baja or whatever. Love your favorite steps on enlisted in the Scatcast Army, Lieutenant Memes.
Lieutenant Memes.
Oh, jeez.
And I haven't responded to that email because I wanted to just read it on the show.
So what's your response?
Yeah.
Well.
It's funny that it's the chef thing because I worked with chefs when I worked in spices, and chefs were always like pompous assholes.
So that's what you think this is?
Mm-hmm. No,
we don't. Stop it.
I don't think that.
We love you, Lieutenant Memes. Sorry for making you upset. All right, let's wrap some shit up. If you want the bonus content, that's where we're going next. Patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. You can also find a link in the episode description. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Fuck you, Jacob!
Posting a bunch of new shit right now. Can You Don't Podcast. That's where you find it. Got the YouTube version. Just search for the show and then send things in. We were mentioning earlier about needing some more petty beefs. Go ahead and do that. Everyone's mad at somebody, as you just witnessed between Brian and Lieutenant Memes. Hey guys at CanYouDon'tPodcast.com. Then rate and review us wherever you listen to your podcast. It goes a long way.
Lieutenant Memes, you can call me General Grammar or like something like that.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except the G's don't make the same sound in those two words.
Not all the time, but that's why you're a general.
General.
Thanks to Uncle Zach producing today's show. Check out the podcast that Zach does at scatcast.com, and that is scat with a K. Thanks to the babysitters that moderate the Can You Don't Facebook page, which is the Can You Don't Playground. Search for it, join in there. It's a fucking shit show. You have a little joke for us or something?
Sure do.
All right, Zach!
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
What?
I was going to make a Jacob joke, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
How much does it cost to swim with sharks?
I don't know.
An arm and a leg.
Oh, my God. Because they bite them.
Mm.
How much does swim with sharks in the cage, bro? Like inside the cage where you're safe. $500.
I mean, you're only safe if you get a shark that can't fit through the cage.
If they can fit through the cage thing, I could punch a shark. They can fit through the cage.
Yeah, that's what they recommend doing, is punching a shark.
Yeah, punch him in the nose.
Yeah,
get out of here. Finger those leather gloves.
Ooh.
Remember trying to punch things in water? That's always really effective.
Especially a shark. That's a good point. That's okay. Never swam with sharks. I have no desire to do it.
Fuck no.
Just gonna put that out there.
It'd be cool to be in one of those cages, though.
I'll watch the video.
Yeah,
Have you seen how they'll bust through those things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying I would do it,
but I thought about it. Yeah, what a thrill.
Just watch Shark Week and let somebody else do it.
That's what I'm saying. All right, let's get out for the bonus stuff. Do a thing.
Mail.